Oh, are those tacos? You better believe they're tacos.
Let's get a taco. Who would have thought they'd have tacos here?
You realize that's probably a Camel Ass taco.
Told my wife I wouldn't drink tonight.
Give me one of those famous giant beers I heard so much about.
What's against your lips? It's so good.
Start the episode already. What are we doing?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Tacos with Beer. I'm Alfie.
And I'm your boy Philip Phil, and if you are watching us, you're watching us on Spotify. But if you are not watching on Spotify, make sure you can listen to us on Apple. You can also watch us on YouTube now, and any other where you hear your podcast platforms.
Basically, any platform, man.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Pocket Pussy. What was the other one? I'm sorry. Pocket something.
so if you are listening to us, that we just ask you please hit the follow button, the subscribe button, the bell button. That way you get notified every time we drop a new episode. And today we are with Stepdaddy Jonah. How you doing today, Jonah?
Hey man, I'm doing good. How about you guys?
Doing good, good.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back. We're
What's
new
up?
year, new me.
New year. New year, new you.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you something right now that that the year started. The gym's probably packed, right?
Man,
it's probably packed, but only for like the first week.
I tell you what,
and then it's gone.
If you go to the gym regularly and you don't, I'm not trying to bash anybody who's going to the gym. If you go into the gym right now and you're really starting out, just keep it up. Just don't quit. But for the people who have been going, no matter what season it is, right now is the worst time to go. You might as well take your break on January because it's going to be packed. I remember when I first started working out, probably 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I used to go to Planet Fitness, and I showed up there because it was like, I started off like in the middle of the year. So I was going into January. I was like, good new year. I'm going to get started off right. I walked in there and I couldn't do shit. Like I couldn't do anything. Everybody's, what also bothers me too when you go to the gym is when you have like a group of people, they just show up together and there's like 20 of them and they're all on one equipment. They're like on one machine. Yeah. So you got like, especially they're high schoolers, they come in, there's like 4 of them, 5 of them, and they're all like talking to each other. They all got muscle shirts on and they're all benching together, and then they all move to like the dumbbells, and it's just like, bro, come on.
It's a whole group.
Yeah, you always know who's the ring because he's the one that everybody's surrounding. They're hyping him up, and you could tell who's like the followers. But I don't know. That's my experience with the New Year's.
Yeah, especially right now at the gym, everybody and their mom wants to show up and stick to their New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, for the most part, man, it's not going to work out. You're a piece of shit.
Love the motivation talk. Can't wait for that segment. We should have a new segment this year, Motivation Talk with Alfie.
No, I'm just saying, most people start off like really good, and then it's like the weeks and then the month goes by. Next thing you know, you forgot about your diet. You forgot about working out.
Also, too, a lot of people go in trying to go ham. Like everybody like tries to lift like the biggest weights, and they can pump it up, and they're like, oh yeah, I could do it. And they do it, and the next day they're dying.
Yeah.
All those muscle fibers are just torn. And you're feeling it. You're waking up in the middle of the night taking Tylenol because you can't take the pain.
I used to work out religiously, but I've had so many injuries that I have to be really careful. No. I'm not. I'm just talking about like I've torn my pec muscle here, the tendon, my wrist. I fucked it up. Listen.
My dick.
I'm just
I tore
saying.
my dick off. I don't have it anymore.
Yeah, dude. I'd be fucking putting like weights on my balls and I'm squatting with them. So
That's only on Valentine's Day, guys.
Yeah, dude. I'm trying to get longer balls.
Why? You can't do nothing with them.
No, it's just for the look.
I want the long schlong. They're too long for my pants that I have on. I want those.
No, I know. You definitely want to have smaller balls because that'll make your dick look bigger, right? That's the goal.
I guess. I mean, it's not like I go pee. And I mean, when you got a lot bigger balls and a little schlong is when you be peeing on your balls when you're peeing. That's when you know you got like...
Okay,
I'm not speaking
now
for
you're getting into the weeds of your situation, and I don't have that problem.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's me. I'm just saying, it could happen.
I mean, if it's fucking cold as fuck, maybe,
Jonah, when's the last time you went to the gym? Because I know you were like going all the time. But then Authority Brittany ended up saying you only went 1 week.
Yeah. The last time I went was so long ago. I only went for like maybe a week, and then
What'd you
after
do?
That,
You went on the monkey bars.
yeah,
You went on the monkey bars.
I was at the kids' playground. Just
Watching one of the movies in there with him. He's coloring.
His daughter's like, Daddy, I thought you were gonna be working out. Shut up!
Shut
I'm
up.
in here
I like
watching
this
a movie
part.
with you.
Now get in that playground. I thought it was Chuck E. Cheese. No, so what did you do?
just cardio stuff, but this
What
same,
made you not want to go anymore?
the same thing that happens to everybody.
I don't know. Tell me. I still go, so I don't.
Oh, really?
yeah.
Yeah, full does.
I just came from the gym. That's why I was late.
Oh, okay.
No, I did a whole bunch of cardio, and then I started lifting weights, and
Big man.
no, after your body gets sore,
You're just like, fuck.
you're like,
this.
fuck. I was like, I'm gonna just skip today, and then I'm gonna go the next day after my body's a little bit better, but then a day turned into 2, 3, 4, 5, and then here we are a whole year.
Alfonso, why'd you stop? Oh, you just said you got injured. Your dick fell off.
No, I didn't say I stopped because of that. I just said that I've had multiple injuries. So I'm always like, well, what you were saying, like, if you're going to come back and be all ham, I'm like, nah, I don't be doing shit like that. Fuck that.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's how new people go at it. Like, they go in and they just go ham. And it's like, you can't do that. You have to, like, just slowly work yourself. Like, I was fine when I first started working out. Like, I was lifting the 10-pound weights, and I know I look like a little bitch in there. Because you see all these guys lifting all these 40-pounders, and I'm just in there like using 10s. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get to that point one day, and I'm still not there. But I went from 10s to 12s. So
Yeah, it's quality over quantity, right?
You're over there fucking working out with the fifth graders or what, dude? Fucking 12 pounds.
I'm just
Jesus.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
He's not kidding.
Anyways, so what I wanted to ask you about was because you're really into the crypto whole thing, and then everything that happened recently with like FTX. How's your portfolio doing over there, man?
I don't have a portfolio. I took all that shit out. Thanks for putting me on the spot.
I was talking to one of my coworkers at work, and he was telling me that I think he bought like $5,000 of Ethereum, and he told me it was worth like
$2.
like somewhere around like $100.
Yeah,
I think it was like 5,000. I think what
it's
he
pretty
said.
bad. Like it's really bad. But there's a lot of believers out there that still believe, and I'm just like, you know what?
It's not gonna happen.
You
man.
never know. That's what they said about Bitcoin, because it did have a jump. Like at one point when it was only worth like $10, it did shoot up to like 200, and then it came right back down, and people were like, "Oh, crypto's done."
Dude, at its highest peak, what was it at? Like 64,000, 65,000?
I think 63.
63,000. What's it
Yeah.
worth now? Do you know?
I think
Maybe
it's
like in the
no, it's
20s?
like I just saw it earlier. It's like 17,000.
Jesus.
I know.
Fuck.
I know.
Everybody's fucked, man.
Yeah.
Well,
It
I
is-
guess we could thank FTX.
Yeah.
That dude. What do they call him?
Sam Bankfried or Bankfried or something like that.
SBF.
Yeah. And then you know what's crazy too?
Or
What I read
SBM,
is that a
whatever.
lot of celebrities were involved in that.
Yeah,
Like
I
you
know.
had Tom Brady and Gazelle had 70% of their life savings in that.
Do you
Now-
think that's the reason why they got a divorce?
that and she was messing around? That could be it. But I'd rather go for the 70.
I'm just
of my
saying,
savings.
70% of
That's
the
why he
money
can't
being
retire.
lost is.
That's why I can't retire. It's not because you don't want to give up the game, and when you're really heavily involved in football. No, motherfuckers, because he lost 70% of his life savings.
Who's that other dude from Shark Tank? God, what's his name? He was like heavily.
You talking about the ball dude?
Yeah. He's heavily invested in crypto
I
as
don't know,
well.
I forgot.
And he was kind of like the face for them. He would go around saying like, "This dude's so smart. He's like the youngest billionaire." Because he turned into a billionaire when he was like 23.
Yeah.
That SBM guy or
Yeah.
SBF, whatever.
I was like, SPM, he's in jail.
No. Sam Backman Friedman
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, he was like the youngest billionaire,
Mm-hmm.
And he's all like, and now I see him pop up on TikTok once in a while explaining like, listen, guys, I had no idea it was all a fucking scam and that
So
the
basically
money
what
didn't actually exist.
Yeah, so basically what he was doing, he was creating his own token.
Yeah,
and he was putting money on it. when
Alameda, he
yeah.
had like I don't know, like $500 million worth of that token, supposedly. Well, it was this whole scheme, right? Like all these kids were doing, and what he was like he was telling people to do within his own company, like create these coins, only print this many, and that way we can drive the market and we drive the value and this and that. And out of nowhere, this company that was gonna buy them out originally to help them out,
which is Binance.
yeah, Binance.
Binance was another crypto exchange.
They were like,
that guy looked at the Go ahead.
he looked at their shit and he was like, wait, whoa. It's like, wait a minute.
2 plus 2 is not adding up to be 4.
Yeah, it's like, this shit is all kinds of fucked up. And then, bro, it was like in November, within like 10 days, like that whole thing went from worth billions of dollars to being worth shit, man.
Yeah.
Which it fucked over a lot of people, a lot of celebrities. Shaq was included.
Steph Curry was involved. And I heard like a lot of people trying to sue celebrities and stuff for it because, they're like heavily influenced trying to get people to switch over. And Miami's arena was named FTX. Now it's just named fucking Miami or something. I don't know what it's named. But yeah, their Miami Heat's their arena was named FTX. And it ain't no more.
Last time I checked, it was still, the website's still up.
FTX?
Yeah.
Talking about how we can steal your money?
No, dude, for the arena.
Oh.
Dude, talk about like how regular people don't get treated like fucking billionaires or rich people, man. Like, when he went to jail, he was out on bond, hanging out. They let him go back to his fucking mansion. I was like, man, dude, ain't that some fucking shit?
Well, when you got money, you got money. When you got money,
Well,
you
his
can buy
parents,
lawyers.
his parents got money too.
And he was crying that he's like, I only got $10,000 left in my bank
No, it's like
account.
100,000. It's like,
100,000.
bitch.
I'm like, oh, must be nice. Must be fucking nice.
Yeah, dude, it was like the whole fucking crash, and then him like just saying, "I'm sorry, bitch. Where's my money? What do you mean I'm sorry? Fuck you, bro."
Ever since that happened, like, you ever see those Netflix documentaries that are talking about like all the crypto people that disappear? I know that at one point there were like 3 big billionaire cryptos that like died, like they got killed.
Yeah,
just somebody was taking them out.
They unalived themselves.
Yeah.
Supposedly, I think one of the guys was like somewhere in Puerto Rico going like, "Guys, I'm not gonna kill myself. I swear to God." And then like the next day he fucking drowned.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I don't know if that's suspicious.
It's all
or not.
Biden's people. I'm gonna put that out there.
Yeah.
Hillary's people.
Yeah. She's going after everybody, according to fucking Donald Trump, Mr. Trumpy.
Daddy Trump, 2024. Are you gonna vote for him?
No.
Have you ever voted?
Nope.
Really?
Yep.
What a good American you are. Jonah, you?
Only locally.
No, man.
Oh, I
I'm a
forgot.
rebel.
You're illegal, ain't you?
Yeah.
Are you for real?
Fucking
I was just
sneaky.
playing.
No, I don't
Sneaky.
vote.
Oh. No, I'm saying, are you illegal?
No, dude.
Oh.
Why do you think he married a white girl, dude?
Half white.
Half white, bro. Half white.
Whatever. She says she's white. It
Yeah.
comes from the horse's mouth. I've heard it.
Did she show more of the white side or the Mexican side?
She doesn't speak any Spanish, so the white side.
Who does all the cooking at your house?
Hey, man, you know.
Jonathan does.
You know it's me.
No, wait, for real?
Yeah, it's me.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
She's white.
only because
No, just
I like to cook. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do you like to cook? What's your favorite
Pinche
dish?
mandilon.
All right, dude, don't do that.
Authority Brittany, if you're listening, we are sorry. We are sorry.
But during the holidays, who did all the cooking?
Do you know how to cook a turkey?
Yeah.
You cook it or do you fry it?
No. I cook it in the oven.
Oh, so you're the ones cooking turkey on Thanksgiving?
Yeah. Well, no.
Which one is it, bro?
You put him on the spot. Dude.
Yeah. Well, we go with family to do it. And I was in charge of the first year we were together to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to impress her dad so bad.
Why?
So, come on, man. I wanted to get into, his good graces.
Okay.
So I researched the hell out of this thing. I took the weight. I broke the weight down. I put it in the oven. I had the little breast shield. So,
Bro, put the mic closer to you because
Yeah.
you're echoing.
Oh, okay. I had the breast shield for the turkey. Everything, man. I did everything like word for word what it was saying on whatever cooking recipe thing I was on.
You didn't look it up on YouTube?
Yeah. You have to.
Okay. Anyway, so how did it turn out? Were they impressed?
Yeah, they were.
Oh, okay.
I mean, obviously, he's still with the family.
I'm here.
So
I'm
if
here,
it wasn't
baby.
for
You
him,
have a choice,
if it wasn't for him with that turkey,
bro. You know how the Salvadorians are. You know.
yeah.
Hey,
You
dog.
can't get
chill.
rid of them that
Hey.
like just like that, bro. You know what? You know what me and my girl did for fucking for Christmas dinner.
What'd you do?
We went to all you can eat sushi place.
Really?
Yeah, that's what we did.
Which
We
one
didn't
was
want to
that?
cook nothing because she didn't have the kids and my family got sick with COVID. And so I had to, we were like, are we going to cook anything? Like, nah. So it was just me and her. So we went and we had sushi. Bro, that place was so fucking packed.
What
so
was it?
packed.
Where's that place called?
Something Soho. Sushi Soho.
What about tamales? Are you a big tamales eater during Christmas?
Yeah, usually around the holidays we'll get that stuff. I did miss out on that though, and I feel bad, but I mean, honestly, that sushi was fucking bomb, so I didn't really give a fuck.
Jonathan, do you
Yes,
know how to
sir.
make tamales since you know how to cook?
No, I don't know how to make tamales.
You
That is on another whole level, and I don't want to fuck that up.
First of all, Philip, let me ask you something. You know the difference between Salvadorian tamales and Mexican tamales?
No, that's why I was asking him.
No. I'm asking you.
Oh, no, I don't. I've never
Oh.
had a Salvadorian tamale.
You've never had one?
No. What's the difference?
Have you had one? Obviously, you
yes.
have. Your
Well,
family-
I hope
there's-
so.
There's a few different.
It's really different. I mean, it'd be really hard for me to explain it, but it's different.
Go ahead.
They're a lot. I don't know. They're smooth as
Use
usually.
a lot
like
of masa?
chicken.
yeah, the masa is different.
Yeah, it's different, but it's fucking good. They're good.
What do you prefer, chicken or pork?
Pork.
Really?
Yeah, pork. Red pork.
Ugh.
Yeah, dude. And on top of that, it's got to be. They're never hot enough, so I always get like red salsa and I put them on
Yeah.
top.
Yeah. People who eat tamales with ketchup.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. You've never seen that?
No.
People eat tamales with ketchup because my wife does it.
Wow.
And I'm
Oh.
just kind of like, what?
That's a red flag.
Yeah.
That's definitely a red flag. You know, when I was a kid, bro, everybody would shit on me for eating pizza with ranch, right? And
Really?
then as I got when I got older, now everybody fucking does that. I used to do the same shit with tamales when I was a kid. I would put salsa. Everybody would shit on me like, "What are you doing? You're
What kind of sauce do you put on it?
red salsa." So like
I'll put
red.
the Tabasco sauce.
No. I'm talking about like actual salsa,
Oh,
not like
like chile de verde?
yeah, salsa roja or salsa verde.
Yeah.
Way.
Yeah, say the way.
Anyways, so when I was a kid, I would eat it that same way, and they would shit on me for it. They're like, "You're taking away from the taste of the tamale." Well, now everybody does that shit. I'm like, I was the what is it like? I was the starting point for that. Now everybody does.
You
that
were
shit.
the trendsetter?
Yeah, dude. I was fucking setting trends when I was a kid, and everybody would hate on it. Now everybody does that shit.
I used to eat pizza with Italian dressing.
Italian dressing is something that I would not put on a pizza, man.
I mean, I used to. Then I went to ranch, and then I grew up and put jalapenos and hot sauce on it.
Yeah. You know what? I can't hate on that, dude, because it was like you had like tapatio, ranch,
Yeah.
jalapeno.
That's what I'm saying. That's when I was a kid because I thought it was so cool because I see people put other stuff on their pizza. I was like, oh, I'm going to do Italian dressing because, I was a wuss back then. Didn't want to eat any hot sauce.
But
Now it's like I have to eat hot sauce now.
what was your Christmas dinner?
Oh, man.
Was all a bunch of
No,
different shit?
I think for our Christmas, we ended up having like everybody was supposed to bring like their own pasta, but like my family don't like listen to none of the rules. So
Wait, hold on. Let me cut you off here because you just reminded me of something. Apparently, you guys had a fucking friend exchange for Christmas, and then I didn't get a fucking invite, Lauren.
First of all, that was
I'm just gonna
not
throw that out
our
there.
friends exchange.
Whose was it?
That was
That's fucked up shit, bro.
bro.
I
told
found
you.
out last minute from fucking baby daddy over here.
Damn it, stepdaddy.
He was like, "Are you not going?" And I was like, "Where?"
Bro,
To
it
the
wasn't.
friends thing.
It was not thrown by us. It was thrown by our other friends, Susie and AJ.
Yeah.
Okay,
So it
I
was.
don't know
thrown,
who that is. So,
they got. It was thrown by them,
oh.
and we just ended up.
apparently, it was thrown by Lauren, is what I was told. But you're telling me that
I'm
it wasn't.
telling you
So
different.
I'll believe you.
We got the text message in the middle of the night saying, "Hey, this is who you're going to be buying gifts for," and so
all right.
yeah. So I promise.
Just want to put it out there.
No, we'll get you.
Okay.
What's up, guys? Alfie here. Got any questions you want to ask us? Well, email us at tacoswithbeerpodcast@gmail.com and we'll read them on air.
Bro, so one thing that I hate about Netflix is that they'll release a show and then cancel it.
Yes.
So Inside Job got canceled, which I thought was freaking hilarious.
Yep. And we basically, for people who are not familiar with Inside Job, it's basically a cartoon that makes it's like their whole
It's the CIA.
Yeah, it's the CIA that's basically all the conspiracy theories.
Yeah, which is hilarious.
You know, that you hear like from the Illuminati to, you know, Biden being a robot, like every single conspiracy theory that's out there, they basically kind of poke fun at it and make it like this big thing, which I don't know. It's a conspiracy theory. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. I don't know. They talk about the reptilians, like everything. So it is pretty funny. I kind of miss it. I was like, you know, I'm kind of sad they're not renewing it. Maybe they don't want too much information out.
Well, what other shows have you watched that they're canceling that you're sad about?
I'm super bummed about 1899 because it's the same creators that made the show Dark.
And I love Dark.
Dark was really good. Have you had a chance to watch 1899?
Yes, I watched 1899. I was
all the way through.
All the way through.
Okay.
What'd
you think
actually,
of
you know
it?
what? Spoiler alert. So if you haven't watched none of these shows, we're just going to tell you how it goes, so that way you don't get heartbroken. That way you don't waste your time. Basically, it's people on a ship who.
No. I don't think you should go into like great deal about it, but tell us your thoughts on the show.
I feel like it dragged in the beginning, but you kind of already got the concept.
I was about to say the same thing. Like this show was like dragging so much. It wasn't until like you hit episode 4 that you're like, okay, this is actually going somewhere.
Yeah.
And here, let me ask you something though. Did you watch it dubbed or did you watch it in the original language?
I tried watching it in the original language, but I caught myself like just reading at the subtitles.
Yeah.
And I'm not paying attention to what's in front of me. So I'm just like, fuck it. I just have to listen to the overdubs. Which I kind of like the overdubs. I mean, you watch, what do we watch?
Overdubs.
The overdubs.
What was dubbed version?
The dubbed version. I'm sorry. I'm old school.
It's overdub. I'm going to use that now.
Yeah, it's overdubbed. So, you know, I was which one was
that
it?
Korean one?
Squid Games.
Squid
Game was, you know, I tried watching that in the original version, not happening. So
yeah, I didn't.
That's a lot of reading, and by the time the action's going on, I'm barely like on the third word, you know.
No, dude. What was really interesting about 1899 is they had like 5 different languages going on. That's why
they did.
You know, it's like French,
German, Asian. Then you had
Japanese. Yeah, dude. English. So I don't know. I did not realize that because I watched the whole show dubbed until I watched. You know, because Netflix nowadays releases their own like the making of.
Yeah.
So I watched the making of it, and it was like, all these other. People are talking in different languages, and I was like, damn, I need to go back and actually watch it that way. So I started watching it that way, and I did the same thing that you said. I was just reading subtitles and like not really paying attention to what you're watching, and you're like, well, I'm kind of lost because the show it's pretty dope. You know, they're on a ship, and then there's like supernatural elements to it, and you're kind of like, well, what is actually going on? I thought it was really good. I thought it was like a solid 7 out of 10 for a show, but it did lack a lot of, I don't know, maybe like action. It seemed really slow. Yeah. Like the plot point wouldn't move like fast enough for me. And then everything just kind of happens together like towards like the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Where you're kind of like, fuck, all this fucking buildup, you know, for this. And then it's like the same thing with, you know, like nowadays, can you actually sit down and watch a 3-hour movie and you're like, I don't watch a 3-hour movie.
I haven't watched Avatar. So I was going to set that out there right now since you said that. I haven't seen Avatar. I really don't have any interest in watching Avatar because I don't want to waste like 3.5 hours
Yeah, I think it's
of
about
your
like 3
life.
hours.
People are like, oh, it's so good. But I'm just like, see, I wasted 4 hours of my life watching the Snyderverse DC.
Whoa.
Like-
you didn't like it?
I had to watch it like in the middle of the night, like from 11 to like 3.
Oh, you were half asleep, dog.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not. It's good. I'm just kind of like, dang, like 4 hours. Like, jeez.
Yeah, well, anyways, Netflix likes to cancel shit, so fuck Netflix. HBO, on the other hand, obviously renewed House of Dragon, which
Of course they
was
did. They renewed
an
it.
amazing show.
They renewed it like after the first episode because they saw like the amount of people who were.
yeah,
in it.
I know, dude. I think like they broke a record of how many
Yeah.
people tuned in to
There's
actually
actually
watch
a
it.
director that that's not coming back, and his wife, because they wouldn't allow his wife to be on the show anymore. And his wife is the one that plays. If you have watched House of Dragon, his wife actually plays the maid that's out there telling secrets and shit.
The maid that's telling secrets.
The maid, like her hand, like the prince, the queen's, like one of her helpers, the people like help her get her dressed. You know how she goes and she runs and she ran to the other.
Spoiler alert.
Bro, if you haven't watched House of Dragon,
I haven't finished it.
He thought it was boring.
What?
Yeah. Tell him, Jonathan.
I'm-
Tell me how you about to get
No.
fucking fired.
There's more important stuff on my plate right now than
What?
House of Dragons. I don't know, man. There's-
Fucking The Simpsons.
Yeah, are you fucking The Simpsons, dude?
No, it's the incest of it all. They're still on that stuff, and I'm not that.
What show are you into right now?
Just
If you say Vikings from FX,
Jesus fucking Christ, it's so good, and it's on history.
Oh my god. Are you fucking serious right
Yes.
now? Over House of Dragon. Jesus, that show's a fucking masterpiece, man.
Oh man,
What show are
no.
you into?
Right now, I'm watching Atlanta. Trying to finish that up right now.
oh Atlanta,
Yeah.
with,
With
Childish Gambino.
Yeah, Donald Glover.
Childish Gambino, bro.
Yeah. Oh shit, my bad.
Donald Glover does not exist.
Donald Glover?
Yeah,
Why not?
because his name is Childish Gambino.
That's his rapper name.
That's his real name.
Does he
Oh,
still
it's-
rap?
I don't know. I mean, he's had like he hasn't really came out with any music lately.
I know what's his name started rapping. He's a comedian. He
Who?
started fucking rapping out of nowhere. I was like, the fuck?
Who?
Is that dude that spilled the beans on fuck, why am I blanking on everybody's name right now? Hannibal Buress. Never heard of that comedian?
I haven't heard of him either. Sorry.
Have you heard of him? He
No.
started rapping.
Never heard of him.
You've never heard of Hannibal Buress. He's the one who like started talking about fucking what's his name, raping everybody. It's a good day. What's his name? God. Comedian back in the day. Black dude. Don't. God, you guys are the absolute worst, man. The absolute worst.
Let's see. Like yesterday, I binge watched. I got one more episode left of Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
And actually, I think it's pretty good. I mean, it is. They did kind of like take a left turn on it. It's like, it's more for the newer
It's
generation.
the pudding.
Yeah.
Pudding.
Yeah, it's like for a newer generation. You know, it's all Latino cast, which is pretty cool. All the Addams family is Latino, so
Latinx.
Shout out.
Shout out.
I've never heard. Do you know any Latins that have the last name of Adams?
Never. It's just the Gomez, and that's it.
That's it. But I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, they kind of push it more like Wednesday's a detective. So
She's a fucking detective,
yeah,
fool.
she's a detective. But what trips me out all the time is that the father, what's Gomez Adams, the way he talks to his daughter, he's all like, "My little scorpion." My little black rain cloud.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you, my little death trap. Like, I like that. I'm gonna start calling my wife that.
Yeah, I thought it was a really, really good show. Surprisingly, they're actually going to do another season of it, though. But it's so big that, I mean, why wouldn't they?
What is it?
Wednesday.
Oh
the
yeah, of
show that
course.
we're talking
But at
about.
first, I heard Hulu was trying to get after it. Like at first it was like not gonna be on Netflix because you know Netflix has been dealing with a lot of issues company wise.
Well, they've been losing subscribers.
They've been losing a lot of money. Reason why is because they're hell bent on not putting any ads on their shows.
Well, did they start their new model already, where you can pay for a cheaper version of Netflix and with ads?
I don't know because I pay for the top thing because like I have 4K and you know everybody and their mama's on my shit.
I don't pay for Netflix.
Yeah, I know. You're welcome.
Who's am I on? I don't even know.
Me. I pay for your Netflix. We're password sharers, just by the way.
Yeah, which by the way, starting this year, they said that they're gonna start hammering on that shit.
They can suck my-
I know, dude. I pay like 20 something a month too to get like 4K, right? To get like 3 accounts and it's 4K, but I never even fucking watch anything in 4K.
You don't watch. What do you watch more? Netflix, Hulu?
It's definitely Netflix, but I also get on Prime Video because there's a couple of shows on there as well that I've been watching. That I've been following for a while, like Jack Ryan. They just recently dropped a new season, season 3.
Is that by Tom Clancy?
Yeah, Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan. It's really good. It kind of goes off which basically what's going on right now with Russia, you know, because it's like it's a story about like they don't know if Russia's like got nuclear capabilities or if they're actually trying to, you know, use a dirty bomb or some shit like that. And he's basically trying to save the globe from a nuclear disaster.
Is it like a Jason Bourne?
Yeah, it's something like that. He's kind of like a solo, you know, badass.
Speaking of that, let's go. Sorry. Speaking of that, did you hear about The Rock and DC cutting like all ties with their with all their actors?
Yeah, which I thought that was kind of crazy because remember Henry Cavill, a lot of people wanted him to come over to House of Dragon.
Oh, dude.
And, you know, fucking be not Jaehaerys. Who's the original Conqueror?
Aegon.
Yeah, Aegon the Conqueror. Remember they were like, man, it would be pretty sick if Henry Cavill starred as the role. Because I think what they're going to do is they're going to do like, I don't know, maybe, but it seems like season 2 is probably going to have to do with something to do with Aegon the Conqueror, right? Like at some point they're going to have to bring that up, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, I feel like once they get past the season, because like if you people who read the book, it doesn't go that far. So now it's going to get to a point where they're going to start winging it. So I think after this season, hopefully, they start kind of like backtracking because that book is just full of like generations and the family tree, and it goes story by story. Right. So eventually, it's gonna break off from the story that we're reading now or watching now, and then go to somebody else's story.
Which what I thought was really cool, like from the book, right? Because like the book gives you like a ton of different perspectives on everything that's going on. Like you have the Greens, the Blacks, and then the Macers, their accounts, and then, you know, the Sevens accounts. So like everybody will get like the Macers account, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, well, this is how it went down. And then you'll go here. And then the way, you know, like the historians write it down, it went down this way. So there's like 3 or 4 different accounts of one single situation. So you don't actually know, like, it could have gone this way. People say it happened that way. So when you're actually watching the show and the things go down how they show you on the show, you're like, oh, so that's what actually happened, you know? So I thought that was pretty cool. Like the fact that the book kind of leaves it open, which is, you know, George R. Martin did that purposely so that the showrunners, because he did this whole book with the intent that it was going to be a show, because even though you read it, you don't know how they're going to do it because, you know, there's so many accounts of all the events that they can pick and choose what they want. So you're always going to be surprised.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh shit, that's actually how it went down.
Yeah.
That bitch is the one who got fucked up.
I think he wrote that with the intentions of making a show. So that way, when they start focusing on that and his money keeps rolling, he can finally finish the fucking Dance with Dragons.
Yeah, I know, man.
Because I know he said he's still planning on releasing that book. And not to mention, like, I think they're doing an executive change in HBO Max where all the spinoffs for Game of Thrones. I know they're doing one with Snow and all these other ones. They got put on hold now. They all got put on the shelf.
Yeah, I wasn't really excited about the Snow spinoff because I'm like, it doesn't.
It's not the same.
Yeah, nah. I mean, you know, it's like not to beat the old drum, but I hated the way season 8 ended. And to be honest, I just recently watched it because I had never watched it. I did not watch it. I hadn't watched. I got up all the way up to like
How
episode
would you do that
4.
to yourself?
Episode 4, and then once they got and killed the fucking White Walkers, I was like, all right, this is what I wanted since I fucking read the books. I was like, this is all the hype, right?
Yep.
And then it ended there, and I was like, okay, so I guess this is how it ends. I don't give a fuck. So I never watched it, bro. And all these years later, I finally sat down when House of Dragon was gonna come out. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna finish the series. So I did, and I was fucking disappointed.
I'm
man.
like, I'm glad I didn't want to finish watching this. Now I know why.
Dude.
Why did I do this to myself?
All those years later, I was like, it was all right. It was
I know
all right.
we finally got
It was all right.
fucking Jonah to watch it.
Yeah, I know. You finally finished all of it.
Yeah, I finally finished it, and currently on House of Dragons, and eventually I'll finish that.
You know
too.
what's crazy? Let me put this out. He started watching House of Dragons with us, the
Yeah.
first episode,
Yeah.
and then the second episode, and after that, he was like, "I haven't watched none of it." I'm just like, bro, you were literally with us when we watched it.
You gotta have more watch parties. That's all.
Shit, dude, that's what we used to do with fucking Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Remember that shit?
Now we got to find another show to fucking do watch parties.
Hey, isn't HBO having another big show coming out?
Yeah, The Last of Us, which if you've played the video game, and I think we're all going to be really happy because all the scores have come out for it. It got like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Really?
It's probably going to be the first game to break the video game to movie, curse, because it's garbage. Like every video game to show has been, or movie has been really fucking bad. Most recently, the one that I cannot stand, I tried really fucking hard to love this show because I am a huge fan of Halo. I played the shit out of Halo, bro. And I would sit there episode for episode like, I want to love this, but I fucking hated that shit, bro. I hated it. I got up to
Why'd you hate it?
It's just so bad. It's so bad. Like Master Chief, I understand the stuff that they had to do. Like, for instance, you need to connect with the characters, right? So Master Chief never takes off his helmet because I guess basically, as the player, you're Master Chief, right?
Yeah.
So he never takes off his helmet. You never know his identity or nothing. It's like the first fucking episode, he takes off his helmet, and I'm just sitting there going like, all right. All right. Bro, and I tried. It was like episode 5, like 4 episodes in.
He's all fucking twitching.
Yeah, dude,
watching
like 4
this
episodes
shit.
in, going like, grinding my teeth, going like, oh, God, this is so bad.
Put your helmet back on, bitch.
Episode 5 gets like a bunch of action. He jumps on a Banshee and like blows it up, and I was like, yeah, that's okay. They're bringing it back. They're bringing it back, and God damn it, it was so bad. No, it was just, I don't know. It was just one of those.
You're not gonna watch season 2?
I don't even know if Paramount is going to do a season 2 because I think it flopped pretty badly.
Did it?
Yeah.
So Just of Us.
The Last of Us, though,
Last of Us,
like
I'm
I
sorry.
said, it's probably going to break the curse. It's already gone. Like everybody who's watched the whole thing, they said it's fucking amazing. It sticks.
It's not
really,
another
really
Walking
well
Dead, is it?
to The Last of Us.
Better.
It's better. It's a virus that it's something similar. I would
Because
say
I'm not
it's
gonna
similar.
go through another Walking Dead season where I'm watching 20 seasons.
Yeah, they did go all the way up to like 13. That's
Bro.
another show that I made it up to like season 4, and I was like,
I
I'm
made it to
done.
season 3 after they left the prison, or once they got to the prison. I was like,
Spoiler alert! No, I'm just kidding.
once they got to the prison, I was done with that show. I was just like, I can't do it. I get it. Zombies were like a big thing back then, just like a decade before, vampires were a big thing, and werewolves and all that.
At the
Now-
time of this recording, though, this episode's slated to release. The first episode is this Sunday, so you should definitely tune in and watch it so you could tell me what you think about it because it should be really, really good.
this Sunday, yeah, I think I'll watch it.
Yeah, man, it's like HBO's new release, and HBO doesn't really fuck shit up, bro. Come on. That's my recommendation to you.
What? Last of Us
Yeah.
or Just of Us?
The Last of
The
Us.
Last of Us.
The Last of Us.
Hey guys, Phil here from Talkables Beer Podcast. If you have a business you want to advertise on the show, then email us at talkableswithbeerpodcast@gmail.com.
All right, this year we're kind of like scrapping the what the fuck, and we're actually starting a new segment, guys. I know a lot of people have been asking for it. They're like, we're gonna do something new. You're gonna do something new. Well, here it is. 2022 was the last of what the fucks. Now we got a new segment, guys. It's called Read It with Stepdaddy.
Hey, Daddy!
So go ahead, Jonah. This all on you. What do you got for us today?
All right. Today we got some stories or some advice that some people are asking for.
Uh-oh. Are you ready to answer, Alfonso?
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, let's go.
All right, the subject of this is I, 21 male, discovered that my girlfriend, 20 female, watches hardcore porn. Should I talk to her about it? All right, so.
Daddy, chill.
So it goes like this. So my girlfriend started, my girlfriend isn't really practical with computers. She told me she found a great hotel for the holidays, but couldn't remember its name and then asked me for help. I went to her browser history to search it and found she's watching porn multiple times a week. I don't have a problem with her per se, since I have the same. I do the same when we are apart.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
But what confused me is that she always uses the search term bondage, forced, deep throat, humiliation, pain, crying, rape fantasies, destruction. Hold on. This is the best one. Extreme pussy stretching.
I don't have to Swedish.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Well, first of all, man, I mean, the porn thing, dude, that can really fuck with you.
Jesus Christ.
That's all I gotta say. That's what you need to turn to, guys. How do you fix this?
Hardcore.
Jesus Christ.
You gotta go to hit up some religion and maybe talk to the Lord. Nah, man, everybody watches porn, dude.
Yes.
Everybody watches
porn.
I don't know about that's some hardcore shit.
Yeah, according to my wife, she doesn't watch any or has never watched any of that stuff. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think sometimes girls say that. So,
No, I don't know. Same thing with my girl. My girl says the same shit. She doesn't like watching porn.
But why? I mean, okay, I get it.
Hold on. I guess the real question is, why do men like watching porn?
Well, let me tell you.
How long do we have?
How long do we got?
Let me try to break this down in short.
Right. It'll happen when I was 8 years old.
Oh yeah, for me it happened when it was 4.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa,
Yeah, it started.
Whoa, Jesus
young.
Christ, man.
I gotta.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
Healthy is I don't think there's such a thing as a healthy porn addiction though, because it's like
I think it's a fantasy world that you get caught up in.
Yeah,
and
I think it can really fuck with you.
Yeah,
You
because I mean, even like porn stars would tell you that they do it. Like a lot of the stuff it's like 90% acting.
Well, yeah, dude.
So so guys will have this mindset of what they're watching.
That women want to get banged for 4 fucking hours.
Yeah, exactly.
And, it's like, who the fuck is banging?
Like, who has that time?
Yeah.
I don't even like sitting through a 3-hour movie. You know what I'm saying? Who can last that long unless you're on what, Blue Chew?
Though.
That's Blue Chew right there.
They are not a sponsor, by the way.
Well, we can be. Just give us some.
No, dude, but it's like rape stuff, bondage.
Whoa.
Well, that's the shit that she's into, man. So I mean, like,
maybe she's dealing with some trauma.
That's what I was about to say. Because, well, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I feel like I feel like the bondage stuff has been pretty popular around the social media from what I've seen.
I blame 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh yeah,
blame that.
those books. Whoever writes those.
Yeah, which is a woman, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
She
Did
has
you watch the movies?
No,
No,
I didn't.
I was
Because that was
forced.
straight fantasy. There's no fucking way I'm doing that shit. I think that's how girls feel when they're
Well-
like, the guys watch porn. They're just like, there's no way fucking way I'm doing that shit.
You know, you didn't chime in when both of us said our girls don't watch porn. You didn't chime in.
Oh, this
so
is true. This is
maybe. Hold on.
Let's put him on the spot.
So let's
zoom
put you
in.
on the spot. Let's say that what he was reading.
It's
was
not me,
about
by the
you.
way. It's not me, by the way.
No, we know it's not you, but I'm just saying.
Do we know
let's
that?
Let's say that you do go through like the incident where it happened. You happen to go through the computer and you find that kind of stuff, and you're like, well, what would you bring? What would you say? How would you bring it up to your girl?
Especially the extreme pussy
Would you
stretching.
want to bring it up? Or no, I mean, because honestly, the whole rape thing, I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. That's fucking, what the fuck?
I don't know. I think for me, I would just kind of be like, okay. First of all, I love you. This is not an intervention. But I would just be like, you like that stuff?
You nasty.
I was like, okay, first of all, I don't even like people touching my face, and let alone somebody slap the shit out of me. That's a big no. Okay.
Yeah.
And if I do it to you, how do I know you're not gonna try to turn that around against me if we're getting into an argument and tell the cops that I hit you?
Yeah.
You know?
Shit.
Like I feel like that's a setup. You know? Like I don't know, just
So you would be defensive about it.
I wouldn't be defensive. I would just be like, that's cool. Like, you know, we could try that, but I'm not gonna be as hardcore as that. Like I'm not gonna, you know,
Yeah, because
leave any scars on.
yeah.
It's all.
Because what
it's
if I
just-
get too carried away and I actually kill her?
Oh my God! FBI has
Yeah.
checked into the chat.
Then
Nah.
I'm just like, then it's one of those. It's like, how do you explain? How do you pop up on Texas Latino with that? You know?
Dude, I don't know. That's crazy, but it's fantasy. And you know what we say here: you never kink shame. Everybody's got their kinks. You're
Yeah.
not supposed to kink shame, but that's
Who
just
said
fucking
that?
weird.
I've never heard that.
I said that. I just said it.
Oh, I think you can get a shirt made. We never kink shame. Wait a minute.
Don't fucking kink shame.
Maybe you shouldn't keep the kinks to yourself.
I mean, if you like getting shit on, pissed on, and you know, whatever. Look, as long as you're not hurting other people.
Well, how do you know that?
Just hurting
How do
your
you
partner.
How do you not know you're hurting your partner?
Well, it's
Because
not
you're trying
that.
to feel like.
Well, hold on,
fantasy.
hold on.
No.
One of the searches is pain.
But girls like pain.
Not mine.
He knows from experience. Let's moving on.
Like most girls, they like that. They're like, yeah, get me in pain. I'm just kind of like, I can't do that. Like, I just feel guilty if I just punch the shit out of you.
You're not supposed to punch a
Oh, you're not? What kind of pain is she asking for? Let me put her in a sharpshooter or what?
I don't know, dude. See, this is where we should have brought a woman's perspective in here for this one. But
No, I like this all male talk. You know, I'm tired of women getting in and changing the
It'll be
subject.
fucking
Because you know
toxic
they'll come in and change the subject and put it on us.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
well, it's your fault. That no, it's not. First of all, you're looking at bondage and rape. I'm gonna stop you right there. So
yeah, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, though, it's all fantasy. And, you know, throughout history, don't we just like watching people suffer? I mean, like, do you remember like how we used to have like public hangings and all that shit where you're like, we've always loved watching other people suffer from a distance.
yeah, but
You
like
know? So she's watching somebody else
suffer. She gets off of somebody suffering.
Yeah,
Wow,
the
she's a big
tears,
life.
the mascara running, and all that stuff.
And, okay, then let's say something. Let's say she ends up pregnant and the baby comes out, and a few years later she's gonna be like, "Mommy, where did I come from?" We're gonna go back to that exact moment where she was all tied up in bondage.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you don't tell your kid that. Like, yeah.
You know, but like bondage shit like that, I feel like that kind of stuff though, it's more about like getting tied up and shit.
I think
like
it's more of a
that.
control, like a dominant control thing.
Yeah, like the dom and submissive, right?
If she wants me to like start peeing on her, like that's where I'm just kind of like, I don't have to pee right now. You have to wait for that one, because guys can't pee when they're in the middle of sex, can they?
God,
So you're not. Hold on. You're not shying
two
away
different
from
truths.
it.
Huh?
You're not shying away from
Look,
it. So-
look, it's my wife. Well, not my wife. I'm just saying, like for that person. I'm just saying, for
shout
that
out.
person.
Shout out.
No shout out. No shout out. It's not my wife. This is whoever.
Random.
This
Okay,
is
okay.
the person who stepdaddy's with. You know.
Hey, dog, calm down.
No, dude. It's fantasy. I think the way you would ask her about it, it would be like, hey man, I didn't know you were into this. Maybe we should talk about it. I don't know if you want to explore this in our relationship. I don't know if I feel comfortable with this, but
I would
if
be
you're
like-
gonna watch it,
You have a better way of explaining it than I do, because I would just be like, yo, you like this shit? Man, I don't know. You got to give me some time to think about that.
yeah, but well, that's what. Remember that when we were talking about like if you ever showed your partner the porn that you watched, that you would not show her the shit that you're really into,
Right.
That you would start her off with like maybe find a similar build,
Yeah.
a real.
How do you transition into normal sex to be like, hey, I like getting fucking raped and tied up?
Yeah,
Be like, be like, hey, this looks a little interesting. Let's click on this video. Let's see where this takes us.
Right?
Yeah, dude. And then I feel like the pandemic started all the fucking stepmom and stepbrother porn, you know, all that shit.
God.
Trapped at home. And you're like,
Stepdaddy.
Stop,
you're like,
dog.
stop, dude. Fucking mute this shit. Mute this shit.
Well, that's enough of us today, guys. That's our new segment called Read It with Stepdaddy. That's going to be our new thing now. So get ready. We're going to have some crazy ass advice stories. And if you are have any crazy advice that you want to put on the show, feel free to email us at tacoswithbeardpodcast@gmail.com. And we appreciate everybody hanging out with us. It's New Year, New Me. I appreciate y'all coming back. So if you are watching us on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Pandora, Stitch, wherever you listen to your podcast, make sure you hit the follow button, the like button, and the subscribe button, so that way you get notified every time we drop a new episode. And you got any last words, Alfonso?
No, I don't.
Jonah, stepdaddy?
Don't quit on your New Year's resolution, guys.
Yeah.
That's-
After you get sore from the gym, come back, go to the gym.
No pain, no gain.
No pain, no gain. That's where it goes. And remember, guys, always, always, always keep your tacos hot and spicy.
And those beers coming. We're out.
Hey, will you guys let me know if this ever airs?
I hate goodbyes.
Get the hell out of here.
Bye, Felicia.
Think I'll go home now.